Well, that depends. There are two things that I usually tell my clients, both of equal value. The first one has to do with any case that involves children. And the first thing that I tell my clients about children is children do not need to be involved in a divorce. That's one of the things, it's part of our core values at the Ward Law Firm. We don't believe children are tools or weapons to be used to get other things that people may want in a divorce. We don't engage in those sorts of tactics, and we don't stand by idly if we see somebody else trying to use those tactics against our client. We take the protection of children extremely seriously. So we always advise our clients, do everything you can to keep your children out of a divorce and make sure that they're going to be okay, whether that is, just spending more time with them, taking care of them, those sorts of things. And in some cases, divorce is always stressful for a child, so sometimes that may involve seeking professional help for the kids to make sure that they're going to be okay and they're going to come through unscathed. For a child, the most important thing is they know mom and dad still love them. So that is one of our really at the heart of our core values at the Ward Law Firm. Second thing I tell people, and this is equally as important and really applies to pretty much any sort of case, and that is, tell me everything. Make sure that you share absolutely everything with your attorney. And the joke that I tell people, and I say this tongue in cheek when I say it, but you can lie to your spouse, you can lie to your priest, but there are two people in your life that you never ever lie to. One is your doctor and the other is your lawyer. And the reason is because the truth has a way of seeing the light of day. And if there's something going on, the things that people tend to hide from their lawyer are things that they think are either the lawyer is going to think they're a bad person, or they're not particularly flattering facts, etc. And more often than not, that sort of thing ends up causing tremendous heartache down the road, because if I know everything that I'm dealing with, I can prepare a strategy that addresses all of those things. Whereas if I find out in the middle of a trial about this bad fact, not only am I not prepared at that point to counter it, more often than not, these are things that with the use of different witnesses and different strategies can be dealt with. What I tell people is you're kind of left with what I can think of while I'm standing there talking to either a witness or the jury. You don't want that. So it's critically important that you tell your lawyer absolutely everything about your case and make sure that whoever that lawyer is understands everything that's going on in your case.